Other news tonight, why would three men from Illinois come all the way to Minnesota to bomb a mosque?
Well, community leaders have said that one of their own neighbors put a target on their back, but how? As Tom Lydon of the Fox 9 investigators discovered, it's all part of a long simmering neighborhood feud.
It was a question that went unanswered by federal prosecutors and not addressed in the indictment against Michael Hari and two other men from the small town of Clarence in rural Illinois. Why would they drive more than 500 miles overnight to throw a pipe bomb into a Minnesota mosque before the break of dawn?
We don't know what we did to them. We don't know those individuals. Why did they target us?
Community leaders believe they can connect the dots right back to their own neighbors.
We believe it is possible that one of our neighbors of our communities may have put the target on this mosque.
The neighbor they're talking about is a 57-year-old woman who leads a group called Friends of Smith Park, which is located right next to Dar al-Farooq Islamic Center. She also has a blog called 5 Years of Collecting Data, in which she exhaustively monitors the activities of Dar al-Farooq, mostly the traffic, especially during Friday prayers. She claims cars and semis are blocking traffic and fire lanes, that the mosque is violating several conditional use permits, and the city's done nothing to enforce its own ordinances.
You are privileging Dar al-Farooq above other religions.
Larry Frost is the attorney for the woman and Friends of Smith Park, who's argued their case before the Bloomington City Council.
So for the Friends of Smith Park, this is all about the parking. It's not about the fact that this is a mosque or that they're Muslim.
I made it clear when I took on this representation, I was not interested in getting involved in a religious war. It was about fair and equal treatment under the law and consistent enforcement of the city's ordinances. That's all it's about.
Over the last few months, I've exchanged dozens of emails with the woman behind this blog. We're choosing at this point not to identify her. The thing is, there is nothing explicitly racist or Islamophobic about what she's written. It's mostly about parking and ordinance issues. The problem is that blog has been picked up by the alt-right media, and that is where all subtlety has gone out the window.
U.S. city rolls over for radical mosque, screams one alt-right headline. Another site called Creeping Sharia claims the mosque is known for breeding terrorists and has been granted special privileges by the city of Bloomington, Minnesota. It is irresistible clickbait for militia groups on Facebook and for someone like Michael Hari.
It's possible that this whole pipe bomb situation was either used as a pretext or that it was solely as a pretext to go after our organization.
On YouTube, Hari wears a mask and calls himself the Illinois Patriot. 5 days ago, he posted this video ranting about the FBI investigation, claiming it was a witch hunt.
You know, this is something we've had obviously no involvement with. This isn't anything we've had anything to do with.
When not wearing a mask, Hari has a company called Crisis Resolution Security Services, which made this video for a proposal to build President Trump's border wall, which Hari reportedly saw as a potential tourist attraction.
The wall will be culturally significant, a powerful architectural statement of the determination of the American people to defend their nation and its Anglo-Saxon heritage, Western culture, and English language.
It's a not-so-subtle racial code. Federal prosecutors appear convinced those same obsessions over borders and culture led the men to bomb a Minnesota mosque. The broader question, the one more difficult to answer, is what role did any others play in fanning the flames of hate?
You guys didn't alert the alt-right media to this issue. This is something they picked up on their own.
Nobody from Friends of Smith Park has transported this stuff out to anybody else, and nobody from Friends of Smith Park had any contact whatsoever with the bombers, unless they came on a site using a false name, you know, something like that.
Again, Michael Hari doesn't have any Minnesota connection to speak of. He is a former sheriff's deputy and has self-published several books on his anti-government views. Most interesting, several years ago he was featured on Dr. Phil after he abducted his daughters and fled to Belize during a child custody dispute.